Eve?
EVE?
How we do that?
W's and L's.
The one that had a show that was named after, and I wasn't her name in the show.
That we do like, and an L to the things that we don't. That was actually perfect.
Perfect.
That was actually perfect.
Imperfect.
But I'll do it again. W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we do like, and an L to the things that we don't. Who wants to go first? Perfect. Because I haven't gone first in a while.
Go ahead, Eve. Jeeve.
Why am I Eve?
You're Jeeve.
Jeeve? Ask Jeeves?
How you do that?
Jeevy, how you do that? Jeevy, how you do that?
My first L goes to the Back of the Bus podcast. My first L, and we've already mentioned this earlier, it goes to TPain.
Teddy.
I have to give him an L because he's literally lost out on plenty of bags, including a Viola Davis bag.
I was today years old when I found out about the requests folder on Instagram that's full of celebs trying to reach me. Dude, is that Fergie? SMH. Oh Lord, I missed Amir. I've been accidentally straight up ignoring all these people for like 2 years. I thought DMs are supposed to just show up in the normal folder, and you don't have to go digging for all these. I apologize to everybody on this list, and the hundreds of others I couldn't fit in this video. These are just the ones I haven't checked and replied to. Yup. I'm stupid.
There was one from Viola Davis. It was actually like Viola Davis's like manager or some shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just wild to see Viola Davis's account in his DMs.
No, you can't ignore Auntie Vi.
Yeah.
He didn't intentionally ignore. He did not know. And I'll give him this.
What type of nigga under 40 doesn't know how to work Instagram?
Here's the thing.
TPain, you 35, bro.
I missed.
You told me to
I
update
almost
my
completely
Wi-Fi.
missed Phil, his DM on Instagram for the same exact reason. Phil, the one we interviewed.
Yeah.
I almost completely missed his DM because it was in. There's a part on your DMs where it says like 3 requests, and they're DM requests from people who don't follow you.
But in your defense, you have 2 pages that you run. TPain, you're just running yours, and somebody else should be running your social media.
That's fair. That's fair. Somebody in this camp should know.
Bro, you
there's a request.
You 35.
So
you don't.
Mean this nigga TPain been out here crying for years about not being able to get work and notoriety, and niggas have been beating down his door nonstop.
So what is the phrase? You are your own worst enemy. You are your own. What is it?
Nuts.
Quiet as kept though. TPain has been releasing really good music under the radar as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to TPain.
I don't think he might not be signed to a major, and that's why it's not bubbling as big. But he's been releasing some pretty good music.
TPain over Eve.
And he's also been on
T-Hive.
Twitch, which is completely random. He's been playing Fortnite on Twitch.
You watch that nigga play Minecraft on Fortnite, cuz.
I'm just saying.
That's why he had the gift card earlier.
Okay.
He anyway. Get his T-Bucks.
Oh,
His T-Bucks.
T-Bucks is wild. I'd rather have T-Bucks than Ush Bucks. But anyway.
Why? What's the difference?
It was a joke.
What is the difference?
It was a joke. Relax. Anyway, my next L goes to Nike resellers.
Oh, man.
So, aside from the fact that I missed out on multiple pairs of shoes this week, the Jordan 4s, the University Blue Jordan 4s, I missed out on the King Griffey Jackie Robinsons last week. I missed out on the Travis Scott 6s.
Scott joints, right?
I didn't want those for myself. I wanted to resell them myself because, damn, what a markup. But aside from all of that, Nike resellers are currently attempting to resell shoes that are made for people with handicap, like physical handicaps, that you can just slide on. Like you don't have to actually bend over and put your feet in the shoes. You can just slide them on.
How did they do that?
It's some technology with the heel where it leans and you could just slip your foot right in and you get that immediate ankle support without having to use your finger on the
not
tongue.
Slides, they're like actual shoes.
Actual shoes. Yeah.
And they're meant for people who
Fly
I don't know if
Ease.
they're actually meant for
No, they
people,
are. They are. That was the rollout.
That's kind of the
Fly
reason.
Ease, yeah.
And Nike resellers got a hold of it and marked it up ridiculously.
And it was started so low. You guys are nasty as fuck.
They're like up to like $700.
Yeah, son. That is nasty work. And I saw those and I was thinking like, this is going to be the one shoe that niggas going to be able to get. I'm like, look, I'll wait till like the second restock, let the niggas who need it get it. That's literally what I thought my thought process was into those shoes. Like, let the people who need it get them. And if they restock them, cool. But I'm not going to go out of my way and take away from somebody who needs it more than I do.
Now the question is, I don't know if this is 100% confirmed, but I think Nike made the release a limited release. So if you're doing this for a good reason, why are you making this a limited release? I think you're intentionally doing that in order to get resellers excited about it. So
that's nasty.
I don't know who's more nasty in that situation. So I guess both of them deserve an L.
Both, yeah, both.
The Oscars gets an L from me for promoting everything around Chadwick Boseman prior to the Oscars. They made a Chadwick Boseman NFT. Usually, if I'm not mistaken, the Oscars has the Best Picture as the last award, but they decided to make the Best Actor the last one this time to hype up the entire thing towards Best Actor, and then did not give.
And gave it to Anthony Hopkins.
Did not give Chadwick Boseman. Now, I didn't see Ma Rainey, so I don't know if he was actually deserving of it. But I would think if you're going to promote everything based off of Chadwick Boseman, you're going to.
That's my problem with
it. Acknowledge and provide him with the award.
Don't pander and tease. Yeah, don't tease me the whole night. And then when my brother buckles up his shit, you call somebody else. Yeah. Don't disrespect me like that. Like I said, don't play in my face.
Yeah, whether or not Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was better, or his performance in Ma Rainey's Best Black Bottom was better than Anthony Hopkins is irrelevant, honestly.
Yeah,
because you could have just as easily done a normal setup how you usually do it.
Yeah,
right. And went about it.
Totally different.
You knew who was going to win the award
before you did all of that.
So the only thing that tells me is that you are trying to
capitalize.
There we go. You're trying to capitalize on Black trauma again, again. It's like Chadwick already died. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Once again, people are already grieving that loss, but you would rather stretch that cord as far as you possibly can just to hand the award to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's rude as hell.
Yeah,
and it's like it's really interesting that all of this is happening in this time frame, right? As we're petitioning Marvel to try and recast Chadwick Boseman's character T'Challa in the MCU, that they continue to show you how much they actually value you, or the representation of you, how much they value what people see when they create products with your face on it. All right, you can sit up here and say all the nice, pretty words about respect and honor, all you want, but your actions tell me what you actually believe, right? Follow Back of the Bus Twitter. We retweeted something yesterday. It was an interview that Chadwick Boseman's brother did.
Mm-hmm.
I see a narrative being assembled by Hollywood. And I could be completely wrong, but a black man being a king does not fit the narrative of
not at all
what they want the world to see. A black man being a victim, black man being killed in the streets, but a black man being a king is not the narrative that they want the world to see, and I don't think they liked the response that came back from a black man being a king.
And man, he called a spade a spade. He said exactly what a lot of people who are on the side of recasting the character already know, which is that Black Panther really shocked Marvel in a way that I don't think they expected it to. This is 2018, right? So we had, after Black Panther, we had 1, 2, 3, Endgame, Infinity War, Captain Marvel, Ant-Man. You have 4 more billion-dollar films.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine in 2018, when your first $1 billion film, I think, did Avengers 1 make $1 billion? I don't know. Well, I have to look that up again. But you're not accustomed to just single character origin stories making $1 billion
out the gate
at that time.
Black people came out in droves
to support that.
There's multiple people who saw it multiple times in the theater.
It shows in how long it took them to write the script for Black Panther 2. It shows in how long it took them, even after they decided that they were going to move some of their IPs to Disney Plus, to get a Wakanda series. It took Chadwick Boseman dying. It took Chadwick Boseman dying and then rewriting the script of the second movie for them to entertain the option of having a Disney Plus show for Wakanda. We've got a Disney Plus show for fucking Wanda Maximoff and Falcon and the fucking Winter Soldier, but not about an entire country that has existed for a millennium.
That's crazy.
The most technologically advanced country in the world in the MCU. And it's not until your lead actor dies and you have to completely overhaul the storytelling that you're doing within that universe that you decide, hey, maybe we could do a TV show about this. They weren't prepared for it. They didn't expect it. And the reaction that they got from it, I believe, made them uncomfortable. Or at least made somebody very important at Marvel uncomfortable.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Easily. Like, who would have thought, like I said, people would come out in droves to see the Black Panther movie. Now, we all know why, because of the representation factor of it. But who would have thought it would be like one of the biggest events of that year?
One of the biggest movies for Marvel ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I saw the movie twice in theaters.
I paid to go see Black Panther 3 times. Everybody at this table knows that there's a million different ways that you can watch Black Panther, and 80% of them don't involve you buying it. That's just the truth.
But niggas bought that ticket.
Bought that ticket 3 times, dog.
So that's 5. You probably seen it at least once.
Twice, I think. In
7.
Listen, I believe we are pretty close to 35,000 strong right now on the petition that E-Man started. Keep going, man. Keep going. Repost that part of that interview as well if you follow us on Twitter, because I don't think that's getting enough clout. It's interesting that they talk so much about respecting the family, and yet here's the family telling you exactly what they thought about it, and it's not getting talked about at all.
Which is nuts. Crazy. On to my W's. Quick W to the Ohio State University. On draft night, I mean, come on. 10 picks, which is the most out of any school. And then also Justin Fields getting picked up quicker than he was supposed to be getting picked up. He got picked up before Mac D.Y. Jones. So
congratulations to Justin Fields.
Go Black man.
Go Ohio State University. Go Buckeye.
Go Justin Fields.
Yeah, fam.
My last dub goes to the Bryant family. The NBA, or a lot of the players, decided to show a little bit of solidarity in wearing the Mambasita clothing. I think it was a couple days ago. So just shout out to that.
That's what's up.
Anyway,
what you got time today?
Let's go next.
Let me get the positivity out the way, because I got a list full of L's over there.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I will give a dub to the JBP for bringing it back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Things kind of seemed a little shaky on that first one, at least.
I think for the first 30 minutes it felt a little weird, but then they got the rust
They had to get
off.
past. They had to air all of that out. You know what I mean?
Give them a little ear horn. Shout out to them.
But they did the second one, so
Yeah. No, we good. Let's start building again.
this isn't going to start me watching it again, though. Unfortunately,
It's not.
no. I mean, I
resubscribed.
I have so much invested into this that I don't have time to watch 3 hours of Joe Budden.
Yeah, I do feel like the aspect of being able to play it as background noise has lost its luster just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But again, Ray Maul back in the fold. Let's see what new is coming. What else is
Got to dice it up throughout
Shout
the
out
day.
to the Joe Budden podcast.
Because, we are the pod police.
And it was nice to see them actually have that conversation as men,
Yeah.
and be somewhat transparent about it.
For sure, yeah. I feel like everybody got to have they say. They even let Parks talk, and
Yeah, shout out Parks.
we don't have to do that. But yeah, shout out to the JBP. I am giving out a dub to my lovely future mother-in-law, Mrs. Shanti Grace, for gifting me this awesome picture of number 8 Kobe.
Okay.
That's all
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Let me lay it out for niggas to see.
Oh, that's fly.
From the slam dunk contest.
Yes, this is 2 feet by 3 feet. So I need to find a big ass picture frame.
Nice game.
But she knows I love Kobe, and
That's Froby Bryant
yeah,
right
she
there.
got this for me.
Yeah, I like how she got the 8.
Thank you, Mama Grace. Appreciate it.
Facts. That's dope.
All right. So to the real business here.
Time for some negativity.
For the negative.
Don't choose violence today. That's
Right.
all I ask. All right, you can choose violence. Fuck it. Let's be toxic.
Let's start out with Warner Brothers.
Okay.
We did everybody see the Snyder Cut Justice League on HBO Max? Of course you didn't. I was really asking you.
I missed it.
So
I
Snyder
was too busy listening to Khaled.
Snyder, no.
That's a terrible excuse.
And that's only an hour. It's only 54 minutes. You got another 4 hours of Justice League.
Yeah, I need to finish that shit.
But, however, Snyder Cut finally released on HBO Max to much of the pleasure of all of the the Warner Brothers fans who demanded it. Essentially, the Joss Whedon cut was never a very well received movie. Honestly, one of the worst DC projects that I've ever seen personally, other than Batman v Superman. But whatever, right? Zack Snyder ended up getting his cut released, put out for the fans to see. That's all they were ever asking. So, they got what they wanted, right? As nothing other than what I could say is a troll, Warner Brothers then they're about to release a 4K version of the original Justice League, the Joss Whedon cut, a month after they released the Snyder cut, almost to just to put up another middle finger to all the people who are hoping that they'll someday have Zack Snyder back to finish his run, what he wanted to do with those movies.
You're just trying to tease niggas at this point.
It's childish.
That is
I've never seen
Weird
a company
flex.
take out a personal vendetta that they have to pay for. Like, you may say some shiesty shit in the media, you might put out some rumors. I've never seen, because you have to pay some money for this to release a 4K version
To
on your
update,
shit.
to do that
Yeah,
update
like,
after so long.
you spent money to troll a former director of you. Like, that's why y'all suck over there.
What do you gain from
Literally,
this?
that's why y'all suck. That's what y'all spending time on? Trolling Zack Snyder and everybody who wanted the Snyder cut? It was just a little disrespectful to me. Like, you already have what is going to be the best version of this movie out. Everybody hates it. You would think that a studio would want to stay as far away from that movie as possible.
Like, get rid of it and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Bury that shit.
Yeah, fam, keep
Not
it
a
going.
4K version, a dead version.
Put
Kill
that
it.
shit on cassette.
cassette.
Another film studio or production company, I think this one is, New Line Cinema is getting an L from me. So before I get into this one, I actually need to make an apology, because a month or so back, I came on here and I was talking about Chris Tucker when he was, when he was speaking to Shannon Sharp about why he never, came back for another Friday or whatever. And so I attributed that to the reason why last Friday never came out. Comes to find out, Ice Cube just recently did a podcast with Michael Smith where he told him that New Line Cinema has been holding up that movie for a while.
Yeah. I saw that.
I guess the premise of the movie is that Craig and Day open up a dispensary and end up getting locked up behind it. And so they spend a lot of time in jail. Well, New Line Cinema is, jail's not funny. And this is before Orange is the New Black. This is before all of those comedy series about jail
and shit
start popping up, right? Wow. Let's Go to Prison, that movie. So yeah, it's
It can be funny.
yeah.
Especially when you have a
able to
character
show-
like Damon,
yeah,
who's already in jail.
already in jail.
That was
right?
already a premise.
So it's funny to have a
that.
convict, but not show jail. Anyways,
Damn.
yeah, fuck
That
you,
would've
New Line
been fire.
Cinema.
That
My
was before
apologies,
the
Chris Tucker.
Boondocks and what they did with jail.
Yeah. My thing with Chris Tucker was that I felt like they were waiting on him, like they didn't want to make a Last Friday without Smokey. But if they were resolved to just moving on without him, anyways, and it was New Line Cinema that was standing in the way of that, well then I can't fault a grown man.
That changes everything.
Making his own decision.
Word.
Where we at?
I never really thought about Friday as a stoner movie, but then somebody pointed it out to me. And I
It's
was like,
all about weed. The
yeah,
Friday
no,
franchise is about weed.
but I never really thought about it as
A weed movie.
like
It's
movie.
indirectly.
You think of a stoner movie as like How High.
Yeah.
Or Half Baked.
Half baked. Half baked is a
Friday
classic.
just kind of seems like, oh, this is just what happens in the hood. It's like almost like a coming of age, but I guess it happens in one day, so it's not really coming of age. But it's kind of like that.
But the repercussions of smoking, though, if you think about
And
it,
that was
Yeah.
the plot point. The Smokey giving the money back to Big Worm
because he owed the
but
plug.
you almost think it's Craig and Debo.
Yeah.
So you almost kind of forget that it's about that portion of it. I don't know. That's just.
Yeah.
That's
We'll write a
actually
dissertation about Friday.
It is.
another
It
time.
is a stoner movie, I guess, but I just never thought of it that way.
Indirectly.
It's a nuanced stoner film.
Fair enough.
My Lakers look like shit.
Yeah.
They look like absolute garbage. We just lost to the Sacramento Kings on Friday with LeBron back. Look like fucking garbage.
But I mean, these things take time.
No.
No. Okay.
We don't
You're
have
LeBron.
time.
You're LeBron James. You don't take time. You do.
I'm not watching the play-in tournament, whether we play in it or not. I'm not doing it.
Fair enough.
Get out of that. Get back into fourth or fifth. Stop playing with my... Jesus Christ. Stop playing with my emotions.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
For real, we look absolute garbage. Anthony Davis looks like a bitch.
Yeah.
I had to whisper it because I don't want to say it too loud, but he looks like a
I got you.
female
fam.
dog in heat. He got punched on by some dude from Washington, Nakamura, on Wednesday. It was vicious. Like, dunked so hard that he fell to the ground and was like holding
plugged
his
his
nose
nose
like
like-
somebody punched him when
It's
he
like,
got up.
y'all want to see that? You know, when you get hit in the nose and you feel like that rush of iron and all
Yep.
that pressure.
Yep.
It's just everything that was working for us outside of playing defense, because that is stuck. But like outside of that, nothing else is working for us. THT is not making a difference anymore. I think Caruso must still be hurt because I haven't seen him in like 3 or 4 games.
Where's Kuzma at?
Kuzma is hot and cold. He'll have a stretch of games where he's doing everything, and then a stretch of games where he can't hit the wide side of the arm. Anthony Davis looks the most unaggressive that
I got
I've
you.
ever seen.
I have
in
the sense.
Lakers
I have the
uniform.
sensor ready for you.
LeBron doesn't look like he can do anything other than hoist 40-foot 3-point jumpers, which whoever encouraged that man for that to be his main jump shot, I don't know, but I want to shoot them.
Is he still
Because
doing that
every-
weak ass move where he like dribbles up and he just goes?
Like, bro, you not Steph. You 6'9", you 260. Push your way through there.
Yeah, LeBron, you should drive every chance you get.
Push your way through there and go get a bucket or get fouled. We look like garbage right now.
How far are we to the playoffs? It's got to be right around the corner.
Yeah, a couple weeks, I think.
Probably.
So is it possible that they're?
A couple weeks before the play-in tournament.
Is it possible that because they're coming off of injuries, they're playing a little bit softer? So
Anthony Davis has been back for almost a week now.
yeah,
I don't know what his deal is.
He's still asleep, man.
LeBron, okay.
they're kind of taking it easy so that they can get into the playoffs.
But
and
LeBron
then-
didn't have a minutes restriction on Friday. He played like 30-something minutes. So
Oh shit! Yeah.
what the fuck we talking about?
Yeah.
I'll give you a few games to get your legs under you, but I feel like on a bad night you should still be able to beat the Kings.
That's true. That's
Without
true.
De'Aaron Fox? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They lost
Yes.
without De'Aaron.
Yes.
That's crazy.
You lost to the De'Aaron-less Fox.
Lord have mercy. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez
He's getting an L.
is getting an L.
Woo.
So everybody remembers when we were talking about Joe
What the
Biden
Bronx
getting
Princess
elected, and how we were, yeah, this isn't the guy we wanted, but we're going to hold him accountable, right? We're going to try and pull him left. We'd rather fight with Joe Biden than fight with Trump or somebody worse than Trump, right? And so now we have one of our quote-unquote progressive leaders doing articles and interviews where she's not just praising Joe Biden. She's saying things like he has exceeded expectations for progressives.
For who?
Huh?
Exceeded expectations.
No.
He's been the most progressive president of our time, and
He
doing all
hasn't
this
even met
fawning.
some of the expectations.
More so disappointing than the actual statements is the mouths that they're coming out of. It's not just AOC. Jayapal, Senator Jayapal, came out and gave Biden an A on his first 100 days.
What are we doing?
Tell you who ain't
No,
doing
but
something.
this is the quote unquote progressive wing of the party. Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember when Joe Biden wanted us to go out there, or not us, but the people in Georgia to go vote for Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, and he promised us $2,000, and then got in the office and said, "Oh, well, you already got your 6, so I guess 14 makes it 2."
Oh, and told niggas if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
So let me ask you, Alexandria, was that your expectation going in? You knew that he was going to substitute $2,000 with 14 plus what Trump gave? If you knew that, then that means you were lying to us when you were trying to get Joe Biden elected.
And if you didn't, you're lying now.
And then you're lying now.
You
What
lied
else?
to
Oh,
me.
$15 minimum wage. Remember when Joe Biden, all he had to do was ignore, or the Senate actually have to just ignore the ruling of the Senate parliamentarian and push through the $15 minimum wage under the reconciliation bill, and he decided not to do it for fuck no's sake. Was that your expectation already? Maybe that's what it is. She already expects him to be a half-ass centrist, and so that's what he's done so far. That's the most generous thing that I can give.
But then
her
he's
in this.
exceeded the expectations. He didn't just meet them. He's going above.
I was trying to give her bail, but then exceeded in what way?
How?
Part of this wants me. I want to be on the like. Okay, well, this is for access, right? This is to stay close. They feel like they've made some minor concessions, so they'll stay close to him and stroke his ego so that they can stay in his ear. The other half of me says that he's been smacking you down on each and everything that you want. $15 minimum wage, canceling student loan debt. He just bombed civilians in fucking Syria. What
your
about
main
him?
points. Those are your main points.
What about anything in this presidency has exceeded your expectations? And after you tell me that, tell me what the fuck your expectations were.
Yeah, no, tell me what your expectations were first, and then we don't have to finish the conversation.
It's really sad, man.
Bare
Because you want to
minimum.
believe that when you see these people come up, especially from the type of background that she had, that it's going to be something different than politics as usual. And it doesn't matter how many quote unquote progressives you have within that system. The system will find a way to make them jaded, to change their viewpoints, to make them more likely to try to work within the system than try to turn it down, tear it down, which is what you talked about when you first got there. It's just sad to see the undoing of some of these people that you thought were earnest.
Facts.
Hate to see it.
Tristan Thompson, yo.
Why he get an L for? He should be getting a dub. What
Tristan
happened?
Thompson.
Go ahead and explain it.
Oh no, never mind. Hell
He's
no.
either an idiot or a genius. Let me explain the idiot facet. So we remember the whole podcast I was getting ready to get started, right? With the chick
Thoughts
who-
next
Well, they
door.
get started. They only had
Started in-
two or
yeah.
three episodes.
Um,
The thoughts next door.
Selena Powell, that's her name. Selena Powell and the girl who doo-dooed on Trey Songz.
Yes.
So
Well, actually, I think she was the first guest.
No, she was on. She's
It was Selena Powell and then the Phoenix Suns girl, and then
it was doo-doo on.
she was the first guest.
Okay.
They're not all co-hosts.
I watched that show faithfully, so
I was getting ready to say, you know an awful lot. It's kind of weird. So yeah,
Okay, all right.
Doodoo Girl and Selena Powell did the I'm passing the phone challenge to each other, right? And so they dropping little nuggets, some stuff that we could already kind of gather just from watching Selena Powell's in love with academics.
which is weird.
Yeah, yuck.
Livingston.
But then there was another nugget dropped in there, and that, I'm passing the phone back to the girl who is still fucking Tristan Thompson. So he's either a fucking moron for fucking with the girl who just told the world that she shit on Trey Songz's chest.
Odell.
Or excuse me, Odell. I thought it was Trey Songz that liked
Trey
the shit.
Songz was the one.
Trey Songz was pissing on him.
Oh, he was PP. My bad.
And he was overly aggressive and taking bitches.
I didn't mean to swap kinks. My bad, Trey. But
That ain't
shit
how
on
Odell
Odell
behavior.
Beckham's chest.
Yeah.
That's the girl you choose to cheat with.
Why do all of these basketball players, athletes, and rappers go to the same 3 women? I still don't understand.
Or genius, he's being held hostage by the Kardashian family
And needs a way out.
And the only way he could possibly get out is if he causes maximum embarrassment to the point where he's costing them money. He's either a fucking idiot or he's a genius.
No, because the Kardashian clan is going to come up with a way to make money off of this. They're going to turn this into a storyline and then capitalize off of it.
Are they though?
And get
There
approved
is
for another
boo-boo.
season,
Oh,
even
you
though
know what?
the show is over.
I was going to say the show's over, so I guess they can't do that.
Unless they might come back.
So then Chloe just looks like an idiot for no reason.
The cheating scandal. You hate to see it.
Dummy or genius? What do y'all think?
Or maybe Chloe is just using this to end the relationship so she can find another basketball player to get with.
Chloe's using this to end the relationship? Did she set it up?
Yeah, she set this whole
She
thing up.
hired the boo-boo girl to go because she knew
Yeah.
Tristan's easy and stupid. So then that would mean he's stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. That sounds about right.
I'm leaning towards dumb.
Yeah,
Chop it.
I am too.
I'm leaning towards dumb because I don't think anybody made you go back to her. Who forced you back to fuck with her?
I don't know.
It's just so blatant.
Could have
and
had
obvious.
Jordan Woods before Kat is with her.
Yeah.
Randomly. Carl Anthony Towns. So random.
She got low standards.
Carl.
She got low standards.
You let a nigga named Carl, that's Dominican bag you. He's Dominican and his
Couldn't
name
even
is
go
Carl.
get Giannis or Joel Embiid. You want to go
Or
get
like
Cat?
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins threatens to shoot women in the face.
Oh, shit.
I was
Okay.
about to say he has more, but I was like, no, he doesn't.
I'm just trying to think of
He
like.
was about to shoot his baby
He
mama.
was about to shoot his baby mom in the
Over
face.
She seems to like
Over a birthday
pause
party.
big men, but like
Ha!
pause.
You gotta relax.
Tristan Thompson,
Not
Carl
cool.
Anthony Towns.
Heard you, my guy.
So DeMarcus Cousins.
She likes
just kinda
athletes.
seem like a.
Got you.
Sure, yeah. Athletes would
I
have
hate
worked
you. I
fine.
hate you niggas, bro. No, I meant specifically NBA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Centers
what
would have
I'm-
worked fine.
I'm just.
Get
But
it.
they're not all centers.
Power
Some of them are
forwards.
power forwards.
Front court players.
Okay, fine.
Dudes that are over 6'6".
But see, in any other context, big men wouldn't have been a problem. If we were just talking about the NBA, that wouldn't have been a problem.
But when you added the words "she likes" to it,
no, fair
And
enough.
casually just
Fair
rolls
enough.
off. She
But-
likes big
All
men.
right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Pardon me.
I'll take the L on that one. Sorry, guys.
Hey, nothing to be sorry about. Do better.
yeah, that's it for me, man. Tristan is a dummy.
So come on over with me. Come on over to Elville.
This man is going to brand Elville.
Oh yeah, for sure. I need to get it copywritten at some point. First L of the week goes to the Louisiana lawmaker who made a comment during a conference call that schools need to teach the good side of U.S. slavery.
I'm sorry. What?
What part of slavery was good, guys?
Yeah. Quantify that for me. Tell me, what was the good part?
What part of slavery was cool?
Louisiana.
Where they snatched niggas up and took them from our moms and dads and beat us with stem beds.
Of course, a lawmaker
Lost
from Louisiana
60% of the cargo on your voyage over.
Yeah, let me know the good part.
There is no good part.
Good part for who? For who?
Not for us.
Side note, I watched Django for the first time this weekend.
What?
For the first time.
Even I didn't see Django.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've seen like clips, but yeah.
Damn,
Great,
dog.
great film.
Boss, who that nigga on that nag?
That nigga can't come here walking on the horse around my niggas.
You want him sleeping in the big house?
That nigga can't do that.
Oh no, that's fine if you want to throw away the sheets and the bed and all the carpet when they leave.
Samuel Jackson did a great job playing Uncle Ruckus.
Phenomenal.
You know a part of that movie that I never noticed until like yesterday. It was on yesterday. That's why it's weird that you said that.
That's crazy.
But so Candy, Monsieur Candy, right, is so in love with Schultz and Django that he's oblivious to what's actually going on until what is his name? What's Samuel Jackson's character's name?
I can't remember.
Honestly, I don't know. I just
Until
watched
Sam
it.
Jackson's character tells him to peep game, right? Isn't it funny that it took, even though we hated him, but it took another black man to point it out. It's like you couldn't even sniff out the impropriety
just
itself.
Oblivious without a black man being like, look, come on, bro.
Like even in
Look at this
that
nigga.
context, it's still a black man running things.
Yep.
Like there wasn't Calvin that was running that house. It very clearly was not Calvin or his sister that was running that house.
Yeah. Which is wild. Moving along. Tyrese, I got to give you an L, man. You were hosting an Oscar party. That's what I'm getting to. Yeah. You were hosting an Oscar party. At this Oscar party, you had accompanied with your family. You had Jamie Foxx there. Jamie Foxx won an award.
For Soul. Shout out to
For
Jamie
Soul.
Foxx.
So yeah. Earlier in that night, you went live on Instagram with your young tenderoni. And you were shaving her coochie. Okay.
Why you say it like that?
I just find it
You were shaving her.
I just find it to be so weird that like people love to share intimate moments like this. But I'm like wondering like,
It
okay.
just makes you look like a fucking weirdo.
Yes.
First of all, look, again, we ain't kink shaming, but like, why? Why?
Why?
And in that position, it just looks a little like you giving her an exam, my niggas. Is her pap smear up? Or?
And you're whispering on different things. But what trips me out is like, fam, you have guests in the living room
That is crazy.
and the buffalo chicken dip is still in the
Regular
crock
guests.
pot.
You have Jamie Foxx.
You have Jamie Foxx, who's nominated.
You shaving coochie.
You told this nigga the Tostinos is up on the second shelf. I'll be back with the paper cups. And you shaving on Instagram. Imagine being at your man's crib for a function.
IG Live, bro.
And you get a notification that IG Live is going on. What is this nigga doing in the
what's
next
that
room?
right? Therese on live.
I'm out.
This
I'm
nigga,
out.
man. Yeah, don't eat none of that food, kids. Come on.
Then you win your award, and this man is, oh man, I know you can do it. Like,
Don't touch me.
and I'm not saying that your girl is dirty, but bro, don't touch me with freshly shaved coochie fingers.
Why then?
And you in the same outfit.
Why at that moment? Why? Why?
This nigga chose the commercial break when we was learning about car insurance to shave his shorty down.
We ain't wasting no time. Come here.
He did that during the general commercial.
Yes. Yeah, you know, Jame up for that award, so you know we're gonna have to see what's up in a little minute. Like,
Yikes.
bro, why? Moving along to my dubs. Gotta give a shout out to Young Thug and Gunna this past week.
Gonna get to them?
Yeah, both of them.
Just keep.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know why.
They posted bail for 30 low-level offenders in Fulton County this week.
That's cool.
So y'all dropped the fire album, giving back to the community. Shout out to Black Excellence. Give a shout out to Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and Daniel Kaluuya. You know, they had a moment at the Oscars when he won that award. So I think that's big, and I love that you can tell like they actually like have like a real ass bond outside of like, okay, you did this movie by my pops, but actually like I fuck with you fuck with me. Like you can tell there's respect. So just seeing that aspect, like that, like it was a 2-minute clip. I'm like, yo, I felt that. I felt that in my chest. Like, yo, that was big right there. So shout out to that. The New York Senate has officially made December 18th DMX Day. And lastly, Too Short has turned 55.
Still making music.
Yeah.
What's his
Probably
favorite word?
quality music. I haven't listened to it myself, but
What's his favorite word?
Yeah, so it makes you think about others who stopped making music in the early 2000s. Like, shit, what's your deal?
You just want to cut hair and
Shit.
Just want to cut hair on a movie set
argue
for $1
about
million movie.
and argue
What are you
about
doing?
and you want to argue about apple juice. Someone drank your Martinelli's. That's what the last straw was.
That's one of the best scenes. We're talking about one of the best scenes from that.
Let that raggedy fro nigga cheat on you.
That's a fact.
Fuck out of here, man.
You let the nigga who eventually ended up being your love
I was
interest
just
in the
gonna say
TV
that.
show
That is
cheat
crazy.
on you.
That is crazy.
It makes you wonder, fam.
Eve looked at him and said, "So what you doing after this movie?"
What you doing? What you doing after this?
Show you-
You wanna go to UPN? I'm gonna call the show Eve, but my name's gonna be
I'll
Shelly.
vote for you. Aren't you making the album? No, we putting that to the side right now.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
doing that.
All right,
Swizzy ain't got no beats for me, so we here now.
that is nuts. Yikes.
And then when she left the show, she was like, "Oh, what we doing, Eve?"
He's like, nah.
I don't know.
getting married to.
I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll
like
figure
rich-
something out.
I like rich people, and I want to work.
Any other dubs or L's?
So then, like,
Nobody wants to give an L to Uncle Jerome in that weird clip that came out.
I mean, a stunt performer will knock that bad boy out 10 times in a row. That same fall.
I heard that was like a voiceover.
I don't think it was. I think that was
Someone
him
said it was
doing
and
his
so
white
did I.
voice because it was season 1, so nobody knew it was going to blow up like it did.
Oh, that was his white voice.
And why was he
Like
sitting like that? Like the whole video clip just seems kind of weird.
His
Like,
mannerisms.
yeah,
were-
you know, you really got to get into the role.
gotta get into the role. You know, sometimes some guys do it a couple times, and you know, it works out really great.
I think he was just giving white voice because it was his like first.
He was on All Access, so he had to.
Nobody
voice.
knew that it was going to blow up to
Nigga,
what it did.
My nigga Amino, not Amin, Amino.
Any other dubs, L's, anything like that?
Power coming back soon.
Yes, it is.
Power is on his
Shy
way.
coming back
Power
soon.
Book 3.
Kanan.
Raising Kanan. Look out for the reviews. As soon as that starts, we'll be back on it. You already know what it is.
Facts. Do we have an actual date for it though?
July.
Early July.
Thanks for watching another Back of the Bus Squad episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Want to check out another episode related to this? Go ahead and click that video to the left.
And if you want to catch up on some of our other episodes, make sure you click the playlist below.